lazy dude time, and we're gonna read some comics. Yes, we're gonna read them. It's lazy dude time, I'm gonna tell you all about it. Let's all go and read them comics.
Hi everyone, Lazy Dude 99 here. So, I have decided to review Batman and Robin. Actually, I should say All-Star Batman and Robin. This is not the movie, this is a comic book written by Frank Miller and drawn by Jim Lee. Now, a lot of people don't like this book, mostly because of Batman's in-your-face, I'm better than you attitude in here. I mean, in it, like, true, Batman is almost a basic jerk. When I first heard the basic storyline of it, of how he treated Robin and the way everything went, I thought, dude, this is horrible. Why would Batman do this? But then I started reading it, and well, you'll see. Now, our story basically starts out with Vicky Vale, actually, and she's basically saying, well, why do we have to get a Batman? Metropolis gets a Superman and all that. We get stuck with a flying rodent. And then it goes to basically Vicky Vale and Bruce Wayne on a date, and they're just in they're in the circus. And they're on a date, and something happens that I didn't think would happen. Like, in most comics, when you tell the story of Dick Grayson's parents dying, usually is somebody had the rope that was holding on their trapeze line. They cut the rope and then they fell to their death. But in this, it was 2 shots. They're both dead on the ground. So Batman basically kidnaps him and takes him away because the cops were gonna take him. And anyway, yeah. So it's a very different approach. In comics, Batman had always adopted Dick Grayson, took pity on him, and decided to, mentor him. And this Batman just sees another soldier for his war, and he wants to guide this kid through it. So basically, what happens after that is a lot of things. Like, Batman is a bit of a humongous jerk here. I mean, he really is. He puts Robin in the cave, and he basically says, and Robin, well, he's not Robin yet. Dick says, "Where am I going to sleep?" He's like, "Well, it's a big cave, kid. Find a place to sleep." He's like, "What am I going to eat?" He's like, it's as I said, it's a big cave. Your food will present itself. And it shows like rats. And basically he's implying, go find your own kill. Find your own food. Alfred takes pity on him, and he feeds the boy. And Bruce is like, "What are you doing?" He gets really pissed at Alfred for doing this because, he's like, Alfred's interfering, and Alfred's like, "You can't do this to this boy." I like this comic. I really do. Not to mention the artwork by Jim Lee is amazing. Jim Lee has drawn every panel of this. Every single stage looks great. The one thing that there are a few things I have a problem with. Number one is the Joker. I don't really like the way they did Joker. Like, for the most part, I like Frank Miller's Joker. In The Dark Knight Returns, I really like how Frank Miller did the Joker. He was just he was really solemn, and then Batman shows up and he gets the big smile on his face. But in this, he doesn't really smile. He doesn't laugh. He does not even a giggle. He's supposed to be more menacing. But I mean, come on, he's the Joker. You gotta make the guy laugh. At least, and he just makes a quick appearance. For some reason, he has the tattoo of a dragon on his back. I'm not really sure how I feel about the Joker, but I don't know. This is just volume 1, so maybe there'll be more of our classic Joker later on. Another part of this is the other heroes. Batman seems to think that every other superhero is a humongous moron, and they have nothing on him. Like he thinks he calls Superman an idiot, he calls Green Lantern an idiot, and I don't know why, but Frank Miller must like Plastic Man, because he put Plastic Man in this, and he put Plastic Man in the Dark Knight Strikes Again. Like, I don't know why he would put Plastic Man when there's other great heroes that he could put in there, but he must like him. Anyway, yeah, so Frank Miller also must like the Superman-Wonder Woman relationship. I never thought that they could work together, but apparently he thinks so, because he does it a lot too. Anyway, so the other heroes basically think, okay, we can't just let this vigilante do it. He's giving us all a bad name. And I won't give anything else away, but I want to say that I do like this book. I would not like Batman to be written like this all the time. Definitely not. I mean, I would just get pissed at Batman and just leave. But I don't mind this. I like that Batman is just a stuck-up guy, kind of. Like, he's his own man, and he doesn't want... And he doesn't, like... He thinks that everyone else is idiot, because in this, from the way it seems, they are idiots. They take out the big villains, but never clean up their streets. There's still people that are getting murdered and, abused every day. And, you guys aren't going to do anything about it. I do stuff about it. I think... Later on, I think it would be good to see there were other heroes that Batman liked. I mean, because in all the ones I've seen, Batman seems to hate them all, and Wonder Woman seems to look like a big jerk too. But I think it'd be cool if Batman looks at other heroes and he likes, like the Flash. Maybe he likes the Flash because he's Because he's a guy that actually does smaller crimes as well as the bigger crimes. He stops the super criminals and the low-life crime. Or maybe he likes also maybe the Question or Green Arrow. Just heroes that are kind of like, I mean, not like him, but they don't ignore their own back door sort of thing. But the only problem is, what has happened with this? Like, I bought one other volume after this, and that's all that I have. Maybe there's more out now, but Frank Miller hasn't been able to get any more out. I don't know why. I mean, like, a lot of people didn't like the book, but that doesn't mean the rest of us should suffer, because we liked it. I liked it. I thought it was a great book. The artwork is fantastic in this. And it's worth it just for the artwork, maybe. Jim Lee does a great job drawing Batman's world that Frank Miller has created. That was the only thing that I really thought that Frank Miller was lacking in The Dark Knight Returns, was art, because it wasn't as captive. There were a few scenes in The Dark Knight Returns that were great, but not as great as they were in this. So, if you're a Batman fan, then I might recommend it, but I want you to really know that this isn't a normal Batman comic. This isn't Batman playing friendly with other superheroes that we always know. This is a different take on Batman. And I'm okay with it. As I said, I wouldn't like Batman to be this way all the time, because I like to see him teamed up with Superman and not just call Clark an idiot again and again. But I think it's good, and I think if they can, I don't know what Frank Miller's direction for it is, but I think if he sticks to his direction and, goes along the line, it could be great. And I want more. So, so just pick it up, do whatever. Remember, I'm LazyD99. If I don't like it, it's not worth it. Catch you later.
Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel, and wait for more coming soon.